What is going on, air signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. I'm going to be doing something a little different for the weekends, because this is going to be for, the daily reading is going to be for 2 days, which is Saturday, Sunday, November 10th and 11th. Okay, and yeah, I'm going to be pulling the heart of the reading here. I'm going to be pulling a Romance Angels Oracle card with the heart of the reading, but I'm going to be practically doing the same spread I usually do for my dailies anyway. So yeah, let's go and see what you guys got going on. And you still will have a Oracle card at the end. Whispers of Love will be the Oracle card at the very end. Okay, let's go and see what's happening. Okay. Past situation is the 5 of Pentacles. Present is Death. The Devil. King of Cups. Wow, this looks pretty close to the reading that we pulled yesterday for you. You had the Devil and the King of Cups there before. But your underlying energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Underneath that, you have the King of Wands. So you guys could be dealing with an Aries and a Sagittarius, or you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay? So, that being said, I'm just going to move all this shit over here, because there's not enough room for all the cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull your Romance Angels. See what they come up with for you guys as to why this is all happening. What the hell is going on? Just in the cases. First is the biggest thing of a majig, and it makes sense with the King of Cups coming up and your best path to follow, I guess, because the King of Cups loves himself quite a bit. Love yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, now since you're starting out with this new beginning here, that has the potential to lead to, you know, a long-term commitment, a commitment or a relationship where there is security, stability, and support, and financial means, emotional means, spiritual means as well. It's like this Ace of Pentacles definitely leads to something that's definitely long term. There's definitely going to be a lot of work that's needed to make this foundation that you are going to be building with this individual. There's going to be a lot of work period with this Ace of Pentacles, because it's going to be something that you're going to be standing on for quite some time, right? You're guys going to build something that means something together. This has a great integrity, something that's definitely going to be solid. Okay, now considering that this is love yourself first, I feel like the struggle has a lot to do with self-love and self-appreciation. Now, considering that your past is the 5 of Pentacles, there was definitely a struggle. Perhaps you guys were, you know, lacking in some funds. But I really feel like the majority of how things have been kind of going on was that there was a lack of either contact or lack of emotional connection or feelings. You know, spending time together. Something was lacking. There was a definite lack. But I feel like there was also, the relationship definitely was struggling at one period of time. And I feel like this period, you know, because this time here, right, this 5, this time of struggle, I feel like this is what's, you know, this is what's causing the Death card at this moment, which is releasing old issues, releasing old disappointments, moving on from situations that no longer benefit us, right? So this is letting go of the past, making space for something new. In order for you to be able to make space for something new, you have to release, well, in order for you to have something new, you have to make space for it. And I feel like that has a lot to do with what had gone through. Now, this may have a lot to do with you guys struggling a great deal, and that was very hard on you guys, okay? And healing, you know, loving is healing. So I feel like right now, it's really important to to show some compassion for yourself right now, considering you've been through something difficult, considering you went through a struggle here. Either with within a relationship or on your own, you definitely feel left out in the cold. And I feel like this death energy is definitely making space for something new. In the present, there could be some holding on though. That's what I'm kind of getting a sense of. Like there may be some holding on here to the past and how much struggling there was. You know, maybe you're still not at a place where you're in a stable spot. You may have a bit of a hard time releasing what needs to be released so you could have this Ace of Pentacles. But that's the thing. Forgiveness is a big piece of this, and in order for you to move on to start something new, you got to completely let whatever it is go. It's holding up space for this Ace of Pentacles. So kind of get this idea that this is like, it could be guilt that's keeping this here. You know, whatever it is that's keeping the space up. It could be guilt, could be lack, it could be, you know, the lack of loving yourself. Right? It could be that, you know, it's some disappointment from the past that made you feel left out in the cold. Perhaps because maybe there's something to do with how you felt, and maybe there wasn't a lot of communication on your part. Or very well the other person, right? Maybe the other person wasn't talking enough, and that that made the relationship struggle at one point. But this is a period of forgiveness. It's important to forgive here, because the Ace of Pentacles is in your underlying energy. That's the whole main message of this reading. You got something new coming in, but it's asking you to love yourself first. And with the future being the devil here, I do get this feeling that somebody, I don't think somebody is doing anything bad here, but the devil is coming up. So there is this kind of clinging on to old ways of doing things, old ways of behaving. Definitely things that do not benefit you or your process in creating something good for yourself, creating something nice. You know, if you're trying to manifest something, this is definitely, you know, something you have to overcome, because the devil is something that makes you feel disempowered. So you resort back to behavior that makes you feel empowered for the moment. Escape in a way. You have to face the situation head on in order to truly have permanent power, or to feel like you have your power permanently returned to you. Some of you guys may feel like the devil will perpetuate a toxic relationship based off of not releasing this devil energy. But that's why it's so important to love yourself and forgive the past. The King of Cups is a very forgiving energy. He's very forgiving. He knows why people do things. He knows the motivation, the emotions behind something. And even though this is your goal and ambition, to be in love, to be happy, to be open to love, period, I feel like in order to get there, you have to be open to yourself. You have to be open to love. You have to be open to forgiving. And, you know, of course, never forget the lessons that you learned from the past. That's not what it's asking you to do. But release the emotional attachments that those lessons had, you know, that period in time left on you, that impression. You know, everything leaves a little impression, and that kind of emotional impression is causing behavior that's keeping you from being able to move forward completely. So it's important to forgive the situation, forgive the people that were involved, forgive yourself for feeling the way you felt, forgive the situation altogether. And remember, the reason why you forgive is never to condone the situation, but to set yourself free. And in order for you to set yourself free, you have to release anything that's keeping you bound to a certain way of being. So you have to change. There's a certain thing you have to change about yourself. And it's about, not really about yourself, but you know, it depends on, like if you, for instance, if somebody cheated on you, you no longer trust people. You know, you have to check someone's phone every 5 minutes. That sort of behavior is perpetuating a problem. So you may have to change your attitude, forgive the situation from happening, and build new trust with a new world, with a new life. And in order for you to do that, you have to love yourself, give yourself, you know, compassion, and heal. Because the King of Cups is a very healing energy. Like I was saying, love heals all. So in order for you to be able to move forward, you have to replace the pain that you've gone through, the disappointment, the dissatisfaction, whatever is keeping space for something amazing and new, with love, and so you can create space for something else. Let's go ahead and take a look at your whispers of love for today. Wow, have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. It's true. Trust your faith in the situation. Faith is knowing, guys. You have to know that you guys deserve love, that you deserve, that you're going to have a wonderful relationship, that you're going to be in love, you're going to be happy, Underneath that, it says consider your foundation. It says you are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. It's important. It's very important to look at where you're coming from, because where you come from is the biggest thing, right? The struggle is hard. You don't want to take this lack mentality with you to something that can be extremely abundant for you. Have faith that this won't happen again. Have faith that you have a better perspective in where you're going, and that you will make sure that you will do the best that you can. Because what if it did slip back into this? You have a better head on your shoulders. You know exactly how to get over, how to go through this. Either way, you have to trust that you can handle the situation. You have to trust that the relationship will remain tight as long as possible. Okay? Be careful not to resort to old behaviors of being just to accommodate this death energy, which is really trying to tell you to let it go. Let go. It's hard to do. It's not. I'm definitely not saying this as if this is easy, but definitely, it's important to make that step. Once you get started, it's going to be easy to continue to move forward. And death energy takes a long time, so there's no way this is a walk in the park. But as always, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys later. See you guys on Monday. Love you guys. Bye now.